Good afternoon, kids. How are you? Today we are going grammar this week. This week is week to discuss a little bit of topics of grammar that we talked in the past, but today we'll go a little further. Today we're talking about WH questions. The WH questions: what, when, where, why, who, how. Today is perfect for to know a lot of great informations, my friends. We are gonna do this, all right? It's a review of the behind the scenes of our past classes, all right? Today is day 25 of the Popcorn English Challenge. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's go.
No one told you life was
All I need is my brother.
I recall Central Park in fall.
One thing, I don't know why, it doesn't even matter.
Oliver.
My friends, never again, never again I will use São Paulo t-shirt while going live, because the last time I was using the São Paulo t-shirt, my audio just got very confused. So I think I will never do that again, all right? But today, my friends, so how are you, first of all? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling fine? Put here in the comments, let me know, so we'll be in the same page, right? We were talking about WH questions in the past, so today, my friends, what we are doing is revisiting some of our past classes, like, for example, the day 1, day 2, and day 3 of this challenge, where we were talking about at the airport, filling forms, and the first aid kit. In all these activities, I have left for you activities, and one of those was the first aid kit, where you had it all the WH questions necessary, like when, where, why, who, and how, and so forth. All right. Of course, in here, I put in the translation to Portuguese for you guys, and you could go between where, when, what, and so forth. All right. But today we are doing what? We are remembering some of these topics. The first one we are gonna remember, and I will share with you again here. So let me put this over here, sharing with you guys. There you go. Let's do this way. Better. So you can see my screen. Let me just see if the audio is fine. Yes, today I don't have the São Paulo t-shirt. The audio is just perfect. Never again, my friends, never again. So the first what we need to remember is what? This is the first WH questions. So WH questions always start the question. So, okay, it will be the first one before you actually finish the question. So what do you like? What's your name? What is your name? So what you need to do, my friend, is very simple. You take this example with what's your name? You can do this way, remember, or you can always abbreviate the verb to be here. So what's your name? No problem. I will not abbreviate in here so you can understand better. What's your name? And you can do what? You see this part where I'm saying the name, what's your name? You can put whatever you want in here and say, what's your name? What's your car? What's your favorite color? What is your favorite movie? What is your father's name? What's your mother's name? So you just replace with whatever you want, with what's your, and so on, all right? So what you can say about the object that persons enjoy, something that the person is there. So think about this. What's your name? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite movie? What do you like? What do you like to eat? Do you prefer pizza or sushi? What do you prefer? What do you prefer? So you can think about these kind of questions in here. What do you prefer? What do you prefer? Think for yourself. Is this present or past? Present. always present. So in here, in these questions, these two questions, we're talking about present tense. So what is, what do, what are your goals for 2021? What are your goals for 2021? So what are your goals? What are your goals? What are your goals? Keep repeating this for yourself. What do you prefer? What do you prefer? So what is the first WH question, all right? Remember last class, I think it was last class, right? That I talked about the, no, not last class. Yeah, last class, last Saturday, we talked about Valentine's. I talked about the 5 love languages, right? This guy here, let me share with you guys. This man here is the author of the book, Mr. Gary Chapman. This is an interview with Gary Chapman at Oprah. Oprah is the most famous person in the United States. It's like in Brazil in the past, Jô Soares, I believe. And this is Gary Chapman. So one girl asked one question for Gary in one moment.
That's where it's going to be a learning curve, stiff learning curve.
Okay.
But the good news is all of these can be learned. Even if you didn't receive them in childhood, you can learn them in adulthood if you understand why it's important to speak that language.
Why? Hold this on for a second. We'll talk about this later on.
Okay. You had a question for...
Oh, one question. So what is the question of the person? Is one person in the audience ask one question for Dr. Gary Chapman?
Dr. Chapman, yeah?
Yeah, I'd love to know what Dr. Chapman's love language is and also what your wife's love language is.
My language is...
Nice. So she, because it's very interesting question, guys, because we talk about 5 love languages. So she asked the question for Gary, what, let me share here. What, where we are here. She asked this question here for Gary. What is your name? No, what is your love language? Love language. What's your love language? And after she asked the question, what is your love language? And what's your wife's love language? Because this is interesting. Okay, he wrote a book about love language, but what is your love language? What is your wife's love language? Right? So let's check in here. What is his love language and his wife's love language?
Well, now.
Well, now, see, we have something in common.
Yes, we do. Yes.
And my wife's love language is acts of service.
Oh, you're the same as us.
That's why I wash dishes, I vacuum floors, I carry out the garbage, I live with a happy woman.
Wow, very good, guys. So let's repeat that again. Let's repeat the question and you see what is his love language.
Now.
Well, now, see, we have something in...
I'd love to know what Dr. Chapman's love language is and also what your wife's love language is.
My language is words of affirmation.
Well, now.
Well, now, see, we have something in common.
Yes, we do. Yes.
And my wife's love language is acts of service.
Oh, you're the same as us.
That's why I wash dishes, I vacuum floors, I carry out the garbage, I live with a happy woman. And she tells me how great I am.
So did you hear, guys, his love language? So his love language is words of affirmation, and his wife's love language is act of service. So he vacuum cleaner, he cleaned the house, and she talks to him, oh, how great he is, because he is words of affirmation. So you see, guys, WH questions, not that tricky. The first one, what? What is your love language? What is your name? What is your favorite color? And so on, all right? The second one we need to know here is where. So let's take this one over here. Let me put over here so you can remember, right? The first one, I think it was easy peasy. What? Good. Remembering, my friend, very important. So I put here for you, what? What is the first one that you need to remember, right? The second one I want you to remember is this one over here, which you don't need to translate to your language. Portuguese, Spanish, English. No, English, no, English. This is in English. But it doesn't matter your language, where. So don't translate to Portuguese. When you think about the word where, think about location. All right. So let's always translate this. Where equals location. Where, let's put this way. So where equals location. Where? Location. Where do you live? I live in Guarulhos. Where do you work? I work in São Paulo. Where do you like to go on the weekends? I like to go to the shopping mall. Where is, let me open here the map. Where is New York? Oh, where is New York? I don't know. Let's check right here. The Statue of Liberty. Where is the Statue of Liberty? Statue of Liberty. Where is the Statue of Liberty? It is in New York. So you see, it's in the Liberty Island. So right here in United States, right next to New Jersey. Brooklyn is right here. Let me see a little further in the map. Going further in the map, close to Philadelphia is right there. The United States, Brazil is right here. This is Statue of Liberty. Location, my friend. So where location? Where do you live? Where are you from? I'm from São Paulo, but my family is from Bahia. I am from my wife is from São Paulo, but her family is from Pernambuco. So location, where, location. Forget the translation to Portuguese. Always think about where is location, all right? And the same way we think about where is location, think about why you give the person, why. Think about giving the person a reason. One, because. So why do you study English? Well, I study English because I want to improve my language. I study English because it's necessary. So let me put all this question right here. So why do you study English? Why do you study English? Remember, guys, this sound always comes like a little bit together, right? Always comes a little like, why do you study English? Why do you study English? Why do you study English? And when you answer, you can answer like all complete, like because, that's all right. Because I like. I'll put because I like it. Because I like it. Because I like it. But check it out. You can always use abbreviation. Like in Portuguese, we say obrigado. Obrigado. In English, it's just the same. So you can say because I like it. Because I like it. Because I like it. You can write like this. You can write like this. It's all the same sound. Because I like it. Because I like it. I'm giving you the reason. Why do you study English? Because I like it. Why? This is the first letter, the question kids ask us, right? Why the sky is blue? Because I don't know. Why? So why you are giving the person a reason, one, because, all right? So this is for the question. Why? Use for the WH question, of course. And because is to answer the question, all right? So this is the next one. And one more for us. Who is a band, right? The Who. So when I say who, think about one person. Think about one person. Who is the president of United States? Joe Biden. Who was the president of United States? Barack Obama, Donald Trump. Who is your father? Who is your mother? Who is your husband, your wife, your spouse? Who is your kids? Who? I'm talking about one person, all right? Who do you admire? Who is your idol? Who do you like the most? Oh, I like very much Ayrton Senna. I like very much Steve Jobs. So who? Always talking about a person, all right? I told you guys I would present you something new today. Not new for everybody, but many people here will be new for you guys. Is the site called Akinator. Akinator. If you don't know this site, it's a very funny site where you think of a person, Now, teachers, you guys using our already Akinator. Akinator has more than he's asking me to unblock him, because you see, guys, I always here in my house I use ad blocker for most things. I will pause just for this side, just for now, but I always use the ad blocker here for security. But for you teachers, Akinator now not only plays you in person, but you also can play with objects and animals. Let's today play with characters. So Akinator is to discover who is the person. So you think of a person, okay? I'm thinking about one person right here. So let me think about one person. All right, this person is already here in my mind, one specific person. And he asked me the question, is your character a real person? Yes, my character is a real person. Try to discover there in your house who I'm thinking about. Is your character a girl? No, my character is not a girl. Is a man. A YouTuber? No. Older than 35 years old? Yes. He's about 80 or 70 or 80. Dead? No, he's alive. Does your character live in America? No, he lives in Brazil. Politician? He was, but he's not anymore. He participated in politicians, but not anymore. Character is an actor? No, he's not an actor. It linked with sports? Yes, definitely linked with sports. If you know who I'm talking about, put in the comments here. Is your character a football player? Yes. Yeah, but not is. He was. Does your character have a nickname linked with animals? Probably not. There is no animal. No, he has a nickname, but it's not animal. Portuguese? No, he's not Cristiano Ronaldo, not Portuguese. Is your character a French bulldog? No, he's a person. Does your character have two different eye colors? No, his eyes color is just the same. European? No, he's Brazilian. From Argentina? No, he's not Maradona. Jellyfish Entertainment? No way. If you guys think, do you guys know what I'm talking about? Does your character ride a chariot? No way. Is your character Brazilian? Yes, he's Brazilian. Assassination Classroom? No way. Does your character have long hair? No, his hair is very short, just like mine. Currently more than 50? Yes. Is your character's wife dead? I don't know. I don't know if his wife is dead or not. Linked with Real Madrid? No, he never played for Real Madrid. Igor is saying here that he won 5 times against Akinator. I always beat Akinator because I know a lot of very strange people. Broken any records? Yes, this character broke a lot of records. Yes, he got it faster than you guys. I was thinking about Pelé. So this, for you guys that don't know Akinator, this is a very good site to play with. It, right? In this case here, he says correctly. So you see, guys, I'm talking about who he discovered the person. Igor, I will show only for you, Igor, only for you, one site that it's gonna make your friends go freak out with you guys, with you. Is Peter Answers. Peter Answers. Okay, I will show you this only for you, Igor. Peter Answers. What's this site over here? This site is one site where, let me just configure here. All right. This site is very simple, Igor. First, let me put here one question. Good. First, you need to do a petition, right? You talk to your friends. Oh, guys, this site knows everything about you. And you ask one petition. The petition is always, Peter, please tell me, or Peter, please answer. Peter, please talk to me. Always one petition. And after you ask the question, who am I? I will put who is in the comments today. Who is in the comments today? And he answered me right here. Igor is in the comments today. Whoa. How does he know that? Who? I will put another question. Peter, please tell me. Same petition. Who is Igor's friend? Arvin. How does he know that? Well, only for you, Igor. How does it work? When you ask the petition, for Peter Answers, you, instead of typing the petition exactly, I just put dot. I press dot. Appear one P in there. So, but I press a dot. And then I write the answer, right? I write the answer. For example, my answer will be blue. So I put here blue, but instead of typing the word blue, you just continue making the petition. And after when I finish the answer, I type dot again, and then I can even finish the question or not. And I put 2 dots. And after I ask the question, what is my favorite color? What's my favorite color? And he will put the answer right here. So that's the trick about Peter Answers. In the petition, in the middle of the petition, I'm actually typing the answer, right? So you guys make your friends freak out with you later on showing this site. Of course, it's funnier when you are face to face, because then the person is seeing you typing. Oh, I'm seeing the guy typing. He's not typing the answer. He does. How does Peter know the answer? Peter knows. So who? Another WH question, my friends, is when. So when I say when I ask when, don't think about translation to Portuguese. Think about a period of time, When do you study English? I study English on Saturday. When do you play soccer? I play soccer on Mondays. When do you like to go to the park? I like to go to the park on Sundays. So when I'm talking about time, period of time. So you see, my friends, never translate these words to Portuguese. Instead of translating them to Portuguese, think about the thing. For example, where, location, who, a person, when, a period of time. All right? One more WH question that is uncommon for us is whom. This one is a little bit more formal than who, a person, right? Whom can be with, let me just make it smaller. With who? You see, guys, the word with who doesn't exist, but whom is like with who or to who, right? So these 2 words don't exist, but exist whom. So you never say this, but you say whom. It's more formal. More commonly, people will say just who. All right? Oh, man, who. But sometimes in a formal situation, you use whom. I will talk about this further on in the future. And last but not least, whose. So whose, I'm talking about possession. Am I right? Is it correct? I'm got confused when I put possession, but it's possession. Let's confirm if it is right. Or if I'm misspelling. Let me just confirm here. Possession. No, it's correct. And there is a movie with this name, Possession. It's correct. So whose, my friend? I'm talking about possession. Whose is this cup? Oh, it's mine. Whose is this cell phone? Oh, it's my friend's. Whose is this notepad? Oh, it's Patty's. So it belonged to her. You see, Igor. Igor was like, "How the hell did he do that?" So, Igor, after you try this with your parents, I think Peter Answers can obviously work in Portuguese. Whose possession? So, let me open this over here. The audio is still good. You see, guys, it was the São Paulo t-shirt. You see, Igor, the other day I was with the São Paulo t-shirt. The audio just got crazy. He says, you know what, Cassiano? You are wearing the São Paulo t-shirt. Not gonna work with you. So whose, my friends? Possession. So I will put one question for you guys about possession. Whose is this? Whose is this? So I will show you one object, not a person, an object. Whose is this? Whose is this object? So whose? Possession. And this object belongs to one person. Who is the person? Thor. So it is Thor's. This is Thor's. I prefer the fat Thor, but that's okay. Whose is this? It's Thor's. This is Thor's. It's Thor's. Doesn't matter, okay? Whose is this? Whose is this cape? Again, I'm showing you the object. And you will say, oh, it's Superman's. Possession. Whose is this glove? No, this glove belongs to Michael. So it's Michael's. Or it was. It was Michael's. Whose are those? Plural now. Because it's a lot of shoes, a lot of different shoes. Oh, these shoes, it belongs to Giselle. They are Giselle's Bündchen's shoes. Whose is that? And let me show you a beautiful house. This is close, that is far, and that is Brad and Angelina Jolie's house. And last but not least, whose is that? Let me make it a little bigger for you guys. Whose is that? I will give you some suggestion. Whose is that, my friends? Thank you, Igor. Have a good homework, my friend. Whose is that, my friends? Well, definitely. Look, the house. This person is very famous in Brazil. More famous than Silvio Santos. More important than Pelé. And more skillful than Bill Gates. Any idea? It's mine. This is definitely my house. That is Cassiano's apartment. No, house. I don't live in an apartment. I live in a house. I am in this apartment disguising. Great, my friend. So this is whose? Possession. All right? Possession. Difficult, my friend. So always, instead of translation, or instead of translating to Portuguese, think about this. Where? Location. Who? A person. Whose? Possession. Way easier than just translating right to Portuguese. My friends, and sometimes you will see the how used being recollect as a WH question. How? But is that technically, let me put over here. How? Also for question, right? So how? Like this here. I'll put right here. Normally, sometimes this is shown as a WH question. Technically, of course, it's not a WH question, but is, of course, a word for questions. I will talk about this one in the future. All right, my friends. 30 minutes is over. All right. And I have one question for you, but the question I have for you, it will be in Portuguese, right? Foi difícil para vocês? Eu falando só inglês hoje? Ou não? Não foi? Que bom saber isso. After you guys ask, let me see. O Igor achou que aquela casa era do Michael do GTA. Quase. Era minha mesma. Era minha. O que acontece, gente? Então, como eu falei na semana passada, todas as lives eu estou falando de assuntos diferentes. Sobre aeroporto, sobre preencher um formulário, sobre entrevistas de emprego. Isso, para mim, é o filme, é o principal, né? É o filme. Só que essa semana eu estou mostrando para vocês o behind the scenes. Estou mostrando o chroma key, estou mostrando como foi feito tudo aquilo. E esse chroma key, aqui na nossa linguagem de professor de inglês, é o quê? As gramáticas, né? Hoje, por exemplo, nós falamos sobre o WH questions, né? Os where, when, why, how. Só que ao invés de essas aulas estarem em português, muitas dessas aulas, e vocês viram que hoje não foi tão difícil, como a gente já está no 25º dia do nosso desafio, eu vou começar agora o nível de inglês com vocês. É um desafio, não é? É o Popcorn English Challenge. Então vocês estão fazendo certinho. Se você teve dificuldade nessa live agora, assistindo, falou, nossa, não entendi nada que achando que estava acontecendo, volta, faz os dias anteriores, faz o dia 1, faz o dia 2 e assim por diante. Em cada dia tem os links. Por exemplo, nos primeiros dias, no dia 1, no dia 2, eu deixei esse link, que é o kit de primeiros socorros. Neste link, você poderia fazer o exercício de spell, de write, de learn, e lá ia ter um nível, seria um nível bem básico de inglês. Então você ia ter tudo ainda com a tradução. Então, see, ver, where, onde, why, porquê, tudo traduzido, ó. Você virando o card aqui, ó, vai ter tradução. Só que hoje eu mostrei até um porquê de não traduzir, justamente porque quando você traduz, você limita. Então, where, em português, pode ser onde, aonde, de onde, cadê. Tudo isso em inglês é só uma palavra só, que é where. Então, ao invés de pensar no where e pensar na tradução para o português, falou where, pensa no lugar, no location. Eu até mostrei lá o Google Maps. Falou who, pensa na pessoa. Falou when, pensa no período de tempo. Então, fica muito mais fácil para você não ter que traduzir na sua cabeça todas as palavras. Senão, seu cérebro vai ficar louco. Em inglês, tem que ser pensado só em inglês. E hoje eu dei uma tática para vocês não ter que traduzir essas palavras aí para o português, ok? E a dica aí para os professores é fazer a mesma coisa, ok? Pega o que o aluno conhece, né? Tipo, eu gosto muito de televisão. Então, na hora de falar when, eu vou usar programas de televisão. When is Faustão? Is on Sunday? Faustão is on Sunday. Então a pessoa, mesmo sem conhecer o que é a palavra Sunday ou when, vai identificar Faustão passa em que dia? Ele só passa um dia da semana. When is Libertadores? Normalmente é na quarta. When is... E aí um programa de sábado, não sei porque eu não tô assistindo mais TV, mas aí você vai colocando no programa que algumas coisas que acontecem só naquele dia da semana, e aí o aluno não vai ter que ficar traduzindo aquelas palavrinhas para o português, ok? Então, essa semana eu vou revisitar um pouco as lives anteriores, só que mostrando o que era o behind the scenes, porque nessas primeiras aulas, obviamente, eu estava ensinando o WH Question, só que nenhuma delas eu coloquei. Hoje vamos falar sobre WH Questions, não é do tópico principal. Por exemplo, nas próximas aulas eu vou falar sobre Simple Tense, que foi o behind the scenes do Job Interview e do Daily Routines. Só que eu vou falar isso agora colocando um pouco mais a gramática no foco principal. Um pouco do Jim também teve ali Simple Tense. Então a gente, na próxima live de amanhã, a aula de amanhã, eu vou falar sobre Simple Tense, alright? E vocês que estão participando do desafio, opa, cadê eu? Aqui, ó, eu tô aqui. E vocês que estão aí participando desses desafios, do único desafio, do Popcorn English Challenge. Comentem aí, mesmo vocês estão assistindo gravado aí depois, comentem aí se ficou tão difícil para vocês essa primeira hora da live, onde estava tudo em inglês. Então, estava tudo em inglês, mas eu peguei um tópico que quem já viu, já estudou, não ficou tão difícil. Se ficou tão difícil é porque você não estudou tão bem assim, aí você volta lá, estuda de novo as lives que estavam em português, faz o exercício, volta para cá, porque a ideia é isso, a gente aumentar o nosso nível de inglês até chegar no final dos 60 dias, podendo entender num nível básico, mas entendendo 100% inglês, mesmo no nível básico, claro. Então, depois, deixem seus comentários, por favor, mesmo quem não está assistindo agora, está assistindo depois gravado, comentem se vocês curtiram esse formato novo dessa semana, falando um pouco mais de gramática e trazendo um pouco mais do inglês nas lives, alright? Para forçar mesmo a gente a falar bastante inglês. E lembrando que quando sair a Popcorn English Challenge, a plataforma, né, que foi adiada aí pro final do desafio, quando ela sair, ela não atende tão bem assim quem for muito básico. Então, para os básicos, tem que fazer esses desafios para se preparar para quando chegar a plataforma. E claro que nesse processo você vai aprender muito a falar inglês e não vai pagar nada, gente. Tá tudo gratuito aqui no YouTube. Então, não deixem de comentar para ver se está dando certo e deixem o like para me motivar a fazer mais esse tipo de conteúdo e trazer aqui para vocês. Alright? My friends, eu não sei vocês, eu estou muito contente e estou empolgado em chegar no dia 60. Day 60 is by the corner, is by the corner. Para mim, eu me sinto estudando inglês de novo. É como se eu tivesse pela primeira vez estudando inglês, não sei falar nada e estou aprendendo junto com vocês. Isso está sendo mais interessante desses desafios, ok? E hoje, às 7 horas, lá no Instagram, no Instagram da Popcorn, eu vou fazer uma revisão de todas as palavras. Hoje é o dia 25, então eu já ensinei 25 expressões no Instagram. 25 expressões, palavras. Então, todo dia eu estou ensinando alguma palavra, né? E hoje, diferente, eu vou fazer uma live às 7 horas, eu vou ligar aqui o meu Instagram e eu vou fazer uma revisão das 25 palavras e, claro, vou interagir, vou falar com vocês. Então, quem quiser participar depois, pelo Instagram, 7 horas, eu estou lá fazendo a revisão. E para quem não estava assistindo, nem sabia que eu estava fazendo no Instagram, cada dia uma palavra, e assiste a live de hoje, que você já vai ter 25 palavras ou 25 expressões novas ali na revisão, tá bom? Kisses in your heart, my friends. See you tomorrow para falar sobre Simple Tense no mesmo formato. Se vocês não curtirem, eu até posso pensar em mudar, mas aí vocês têm que deixar no comentário: Catiano, volta, faz diferente, faz assim, faz assim. Deixa nos comentários, porque I am all for you here, guys. Bye bye, see you tomorrow.